This is the moment when the dawn breaks and the curtain goes up on a new act in our great national drama.
Edward runs a GB-based company selling thousands of pounds worth of glassware to Elise's shop in France. George is the driver of the haulage company, transporting the glassware.
Decades of seamless cross-channel trade without checks will come to an end when Great Britain exits the single market and customs union in 100 days' time. And the warning from government is that everyone should plan on the basis that thousands of lorries could be stranded in Kent.
Sandeep and Pierre are customs agents. Search Find a Customs Agent on gov.uk for a list of agents who can help you submit customs declarations. Edward gets a GB EORI number and Elise gets a French EORI number.
A huge steep learning curve, and we see some of these problems will remain even once we get to the new normal level. For fresh quality product trading on a daily basis, this system is not fit for purpose and it needs to be looked at urgently.
Insofar as there are problems at the moment caused by teething problems, people not filling in the right forms or misunderstandings, and when it's not people's fault, of course we're going to compensate and to help out, and funds have been put in place to do that. But
Edward gets a GB EORI number and Elise gets a French EORI number. These are needed to complete customs processes and identify who is importing or exporting goods. Search Get an EORI number on gov.uk for more information.
Hi, it's Mark Owen from Moose Mugs PR and the editor of Punchline magazine. This morning I'm joined by Mike Mellor from Quolar Bicycles based in Hardwick. Mike's got a terrible problem with exporting at the moment. He exports to the EU, and this is the second or third time that we've heard that there's a problem out there with exporting to the EU. Last week we had Daniel O'Neill from ProCook. Today I've got Mike. Hi Mike, welcome to Punchline Talks. Good to see you.
Hi there, thanks for having me.
What's the problem then?
Well, our tariff-free Brexit is blatantly not a tariff-free Brexit, I'm afraid. We sell bicycles into Europe. It's about 30% of our turnover. And what we're finding, initially it was just hassle with closed ports and delays and all the rest of it. But now we are basically finding that there is duty on almost every single sale that's going through. That is varying from 14% for goods produced not in the country of origin, to up to 45%, which is basically applying an anti-dumping duty as if the goods had come direct from China.
Edward will need to ensure that the goods are compliant with EU labelling rules. George's haulage company checks guidance on being a heavy goods vehicle operator. Sandeep, Edward's customs agent, submits an export declaration for customs and safety and security exit requirements. He sends the consignment reference to the haulage company to add to their goods movement reference, GMR. In this case, they need to register to use the UK's Goods Vehicle Movement Service, GVMS, which links the customs paperwork into one record to create a goods movement reference.
Meat exporters say new customs systems post-Brexit are not fit for purpose. Perishable goods are being delayed for hours, sometimes days, because of extra customs checks and additional paperwork. The new border rules were introduced 2 weeks ago at the end of the Brexit transition period. The UK exports £15 billion worth of food and drink to the EU every year. A third of it is perishable meat, fish and fresh produce. The trade body says meat exports to the EU are currently at 25% of their normal volumes for this time of year.
Pierre, the French customs agent, submits an EU customs import declaration and makes an EU safety and security entry summary declaration. This generates an EU import movement reference number, MRN. He sends the MRN to the haulage company. While picking up the glassware, George checks that he has all the relevant reference numbers. George drives to the port. The ferry operator scans the documentation, and George boards the ferry. The ferry operator systems notify him of next steps.
Would you like to be Prime Minister?
Well, I would like to be the lead singer of an international rock group. I mean, that was my aim, or guitarist. I would love to have been a world-famous painter, or indeed a composer. There are many, many things that I would like to have done, or to be able to do.
But would you like to be Prime Minister?
I think it's a very tough job being Prime Minister. Very tough job. I mean, obviously, if the ball came loose from the back of a scrum, which it won't.
Right.
Or of course, it'd be a great thing to have a crack at, but it's not going to happen.
Do you have any doubts about your ability to fulfil the role of Prime Minister?
I think people who don't have doubts or anxieties about their ability to do things probably have something slightly terrifyingly awry. We all have worries and insecurities, but I think.
Pierre notifies French customs that the goods have arrived by updating the import declaration, and Elise accounts for any import VAT. George drives to Elise's shop and delivers the goods, which she can now sell in France.
You have a cup of tea.
Will you apologise for your
Would
comment?
you like a cup of tea?
Yeah, sure.
You go on, have a cup of tea.
Thank you, thank you.